We are live. Hello. Welcome, welcome. It is Wednesday night at Raincross Farms Makery. So come on in. Welcome. We've got a fun craft for you tonight. If you're new to the page, I'm Robin. And behind you, in front of me, behind the computer, behind the camera is
the man behind the scenes.
the shoulder. Used to be the shoulder. Now he's no longer. He's just the voice. Is Bill, my husband Bill, who helps me out. And we are Raincross Farms Makery. We're located just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. And it is nice and chilly and cold outside, and it snowed and it's stuck because it's so cold. So we have these blankets of snow. It's just beautiful. So hopefully you're having beautiful weather where you are, whatever that is, whether it's snow, whether it's heat, sunshine, whatever. I hope you're enjoying it. Always think it could be worse, right? So, how is everybody? Say hello when you pop on. Let us know you're watching. And I'm going to try and get this live up on my phone so I don't have to squint so hard. Okay, that looks like tonight. So, you're watching. And again with the volume. Turn down the volume. Okay, don't want to watch it on my TV. So, hello. Okay. So, before we get started, hopefully a couple more people will hop on. Hopefully, are you on the right internet tonight?
Well, I don't know what's happening here, but yeah, we're having the problems with the internet again.
Uh-oh, but you're on the different one?
We're on the other one. We're
Okay.
on the right one.
So maybe that wasn't it. Well, let's all cross our fingers. Let's all cross our fingers that we don't have problems with the internet tonight. So, somebody else is on. Yay, number 2.
We've got 2 people on.
2 people on.
Who's it now?
Who is it? Who is it? Let's see. Is it Cheryl? Is it Liana? Is it Alana? Is it Karen? Is it Ken? Some of our regulars. So, say hello. And because I want some people to hop on because I went into town today.
We went into town.
We braved it into town because we had to. We are at the point where we need to. Well, we don't need to. We want to order new phones.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey Cheryl, yay! It's our 2-year contract is up, and so it's kind of that time where we upgrade our phones. And in order to get in on a special deal, we had to pre-order them before the end of the year, and that's coming up fast. So we went into town today and went to the phone store, pre-ordered our phones, and of course we had to go a zillion other places, return this, take this to UPS. But of course I had to fit in a Dollar Tree stop. Had to. Absolutely had to. And he said, don't you want to go to Idaho Youth Ranch thrift store? Well, I am not one to turn down an invitation to go to a thrift store. So I found a couple of goodies from the thrift store and from Dollar Tree. So I want to kind of show you because I'll work them into upcoming projects. Okay, so we're having a slow night. Somebody else is there. Anyway, thrift store finds. These.
All your little goodies.
These are cute. These are little like grain scoops, and you can tell somebody had used them for flower decoration. But I thought, well, I might keep that in there. I might put flowers in there. But I thought, let's kind of rustic this up, maybe whitewash it or completely paint it, stencil something on it, and make a couple of cute little decorations for your wall. It's already got a wall hanging. So these were $1.69 minus senior citizen discount because it is Wednesday. So cute little scoop, not real, but made to look like old-fashioned grain scoops. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so that's one thing I got.
You were talking to Patty on.
Patty. Okay, hey, Patty. And, oh, look at this. I found a square glass jar with a lid. It was $2.69. And I thought, wouldn't that be cute as a candy jar? And we could either paste, or I could test out and see if this would take the etching cream, and we could put a design on all four sides if we wanted to. But I thought, I love that flat side. Little jar. Fancy. And Dollar Tree. Let's see. Okay, some of the things I found at Dollar Tree. Okay. Wooden heart. These are the little thin ones, but that is certainly cute. We could do something with one or more of our transfers for that. So it was $1. I found these little, they always have these, but I'm looking at heart things now. These are just little mini chalkboards in heart shapes. So a package of 4. So we could do something with that with our little mini designs. And, oh, this is cute. It's the really cheap, I don't even know that you could call it wood. It's just kind of like pressed wood pulp or something. But it's a cute little cutting board shape. And I don't have a problem with it that it's not wood, because anytime you use the little decorative cutting boards, you don't really use them as cutting boards. They're just for decoration. So I can use the cheap ones. So I think that's a sticker on there. I can just peel that off, sand it down, paint over it, chalk something on there. Maybe one of these cute little parts of the mason jar transfer. This was cute. Look at this. It's like a little heart. It's like a little house-shaped cutout, wide enough to stand up. But it's like a barn shape. Is that not cute? And this is a sticker because it's coming off, but that's okay. I want it off.
Heat it and pull it.
Yeah, heat it off or scrape it. And anyway, cute little shape. So get yourself to your Dollar Tree if you like these things. Okay, these are adorable. These are like little galvanized metal envelopes. So I don't know what we'll do with this, but we'll pop off that bow, and maybe we will pop off that heart, or we might keep it. It's a glitter heart. Can't go wrong with a glitter heart, but I want to do something with these. Cute little metal envelopes. And then
put my Valentine card.
I could put all of your Valentine gifts in here.
It's all it'll fit.
And then I found these. These are amazing. They usually don't have the chunky wood like this. So this is about 3/4 of an inch thick, and it's the heart shapes, and they you can sit them on a shelf, or you could put something on the back and attach them to hang them. And again, this is a sticker. So we will be peeling that off, maybe sanding that down, painting over it. Maybe we'll do some Mod Podge napkins. But I've never seen anything like this at Dollar Tree. So if you go to Dollar Tree, look for these. They were over in the Valentine's Day decor. Anyway, got a bunch of these. They are similar to the heart cutouts that Chalk Couture sells. Little different heart shape, but kind of serves the same purpose. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. But they're only $1. So
Patty just
pretty
said
cute.
they're getting a new Dollar Tree store about 1/4 of a mile from us.
Awesome. Somebody
No,
else.
that's not. She'll be spending all of her dollars still.
Somebody else. I think Kay, one of the other designers, just got a brand new Dollar Tree by her, and she says it's awesome. So hopefully they're stepping up their game. Ours still has not gone to $1.25 or $1.50. Everything's still $1. So I hear that rumor going on. Anyway, oh, you're sick still or again? Cheryl, I don't want you being sick. Well, I hope it's a good one, Patty. You'll have to tell us what you find. Thank you, other Patty Dijon. It's a Dollar Tree. I don't know. I brag about Dollar Tree. Some people would not be caught dead knowing they wear something. So I buy clothes at thrift stores. Honestly, I have bought more new clothes at thrift stores, still with original tags on them, than I have at a regular store. Anyway, I'm not afraid to say it. Some things I don't buy. But. Okay, so tonight's project, I remember I'm getting ready, and I've already got that dirty. We'll do that side. Remember, I'm going in January to our leadership conference, and I wanted to bring a tote bag because they give you lots and lots of goodies. I'm told. I've never gone before. So I thought, let's ink a tote bag. And what I want to put on it is our club transfer for the month of December. This is only available through, what is the last day of the month? Thursday? Friday. Friday. This is only available through Friday at midnight Mountain Time. So if you like this, don't let it get away from you, because after Friday at midnight Mountain Time, it turns back into a pumpkin, and you'll never see it again. It's only available to club members and designers. So if you're interested in club, let me just tell you really quick, it's our subscription service, monthly subscription kit that comes to your home once a month. It's $19.99 a month, and for that you get one of our exclusive B-size transfers. So it's 8.5 by 11. They are not holiday themed, but seasonally themed. So this is December's in anticipation of the new year. It says good things are going to happen. The November one was winter theme, Christmassy theme, and I'm sure yes, I've seen January's. January's kind of has a love, not particularly Valentine's Day, but a love theme. So they're kind of seasonal. They kind of keep ahead of the seasons. And in addition, you get 3 paste packets, coordinating paste. Somebody at Chalk Couture is studying the trends and is looking at the designs and choosing some paste packets to go with each design. And this design comes with eucalyptus, peachy keen, and the couture teal. And we used that, I don't know if you can see it here. We used it here in an ombre. Honestly, they're not necessarily my favorite colors, and I don't know that I would use them together, but I could totally see that hanging up in Hobby Lobby for sale and people buying it, because those are apparently popular colors. So, but you don't have to use these. It just comes with the kit. So for $19.99, you get the transfer, the 3 paste packets. You just need to find yourself a surface to put it on, and you are good to go. In addition, there's no charge for shipping on the monthly kit. Should you choose to buy something else from the website, club members get $4.95 flat rate shipping. So you could buy $500 worth of product, and it's only going to be $4.95 for shipping, which is awesome. You can hardly get a bag of M&Ms shipped for less than $4.95 these days. So that's an awesome perk. And in addition, my club members who sign up under me, I have some special bonuses. I have a little startup bonus that I give, and I have bonuses for 4 months and 6 months and 1 year and on your birthday, and special discounts and special deals. So think about it, and if you really like this transfer, you need to sign up before Friday night is gone. And I will post what January's looks like. I don't have mine yet, but I will post it because they have advertised what it looks like. So I will post it in the next day or two, so you can see what January's looks like. So anyway, we're going to use this. The video is coming. No, okay. Oh, good, Patty. I'm glad you'd brag about thrift stores, because nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. That was a whirlwind of talking. I apologize. So we are going...
The video is just sort of jumpy. The audio seems to be going through.
Okay.
I apologize. It might be snow or whatever. But I said at least it happened during the commercials.
Oh, well, Cheryl's watching on her new iPad, so jealous. Hashtag jealous in your bed. Well, I hope you're getting enough rest and you're getting enough fluids and you're starting to feel better.
Liana joined us.
Hi, Liana. No problem. Okay, so we're gonna do the club transfer, only we're going to use ink. We're not going to use our paste packets. We are going to use our Chalkology ink because we want to make this permanent. These things are not permanent. They could be washed off depending on your surface, but this we're going to make permanent. So this is just a canvas tote bag. I believe I got it at Walmart for, I think it was probably $3 or $4. So good size canvas tote bag. I'm going to use our ink mat, which is just a sticky mat. It serves two purposes. One, you want to save that plastic sheet and keep it clean. So it's a sticky mat. It serves two purposes. It keeps any ink from bleeding through to the back side. And it also, because it's sticky, it holds your fabric in place. So it doesn't shift around as you are pasting. So I'm just going to stick that in there. It's not completely straight, but that's okay. I'm going to line this up. I'm going to line this up with the bag and not with the ink mat. So that canvas is stuck to the ink mat. If you don't have an ink mat, you could use a Cricut mat, it doesn't have to be an old Cricut mat, a Cricut mat that's maybe not quite as sticky as you'd like to have it to use for your Cricut or your silhouette. Or you could just use cardboard, especially if you have some, spray adhesive. You could spray adhesive on the cardboard and then stick the cardboard in and it would serve the same purpose. There's nothing magical about it. It's just a barrier for the ink, and the sticky helps keep my fabric in place. Okay, now this is kind of a coarse canvas. So what I'm going to do, we do this when we do canvas. So this was a canvas. Actually, we used this canvas for this. Okay. When I do canvases like that, I like to sand them. So I'm just going to, you know what? That's kind of leaving the newer one. No, it's kind of leaving a color. I probably should have had a new. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay. So I'm just slightly sanding it down to get rid of some of that, the bumpiness of canvas. To do this, but you do want to give yourself as flat of a surface as you can. Okay, so, and I can visibly feel that it's smoother. So I'm going to shake off any dust that I created, and I'm seeing a little bit of fuzz. So I'm going to actually take some tape. If you had a lint roller, you could do that instead. I just want to take off any fuzz that I just created. Okay, good enough. Okay, so our transfer, this has been used a couple of times, but because I'm putting it on fabric, I'm not going to fuzz it. I'm not going to wax this. I'm not going to fuzz this. I want it to stick really well, because if it doesn't stick really well, it gives my ink a chance to bleed out where I don't want it. So hopefully, cross your fingers that this looks good on this canvas and it doesn't have a lot of bleeding. So I'm gonna, I think that looks centered. So I'm gonna push this down. And this is where this ink mat comes in really handy. The stickiness, it's holding that fabric in place. So I'm sandwiching it in here and really pushing it down. You saw how sticky it is. I want it to stick to the fabric so that my ink doesn't bleed out. Okay, cross your fingers. Okay, comments? Okay. Okay, so we are going to use a couple of colors. So I thought because I'm going to use this at the Chalk Couture convention, I'm going to use the Couture teal for part of it. And I thought, well, what would go good with that? And I thought maybe black. And then I thought, ooh, I like this cadet blue. This is our ink. So it is our Chalkology ink. So it's our permanent version. And then I thought there's some little tiny little flowers and some other little accent things, little dots. I thought I would use our shimmer gold on those. So, sound good? Again, I'm just pushing that down. So I think I'm gonna start with the gold. And like I think I mentioned yesterday, the golds have, this is shimmer, so it's got some little mica fragments, I don't know, little pieces of mica floating around. And sometimes when it sits for a while, those kind of settle. So it's always a good idea, not absolutely necessary, it'll still look great, but you might want to stir up your shimmers right before you use them to make sure that those mica sparkles are mixed in. So I'm going to start with the little dots and the little flowers. And I'm using my detail tool, which one side has this little sharp toothpicky thing. See, a whole new vocabulary. Toothpicky thing. It's kind of semi-flexible, but you can use that for cleanup area. And then it's got this little mini, like 1/4 inch wide squeegee. So it works really good for getting these little tiny spaces and tiny little dots. Get those in there. I'm gonna go from small to large. Start with the little details and work on to the bigger ones. Let's put that there. Right there. So, and I'm just pushing this through. Don't push too hard, especially with ink. And you really want to just go in one direction, which I'm not doing completely. You don't want to push too hard because that can push the ink out where you don't want it and to cause it to bleed. You guys all quiet tonight? Do I want any more gold?
I'm just feeding my dog Snackles.
You're feeding your dog Snackos and ignoring the comments. Hi, Linda. So if you are, I talked a little bit about club. If you are interested in club, you can type club in the comments and you'll get, my bot will send you a link where you can find out more information. And that's actually where you can sign up. If you want to just go directly to that link, I think it's one of the pinned comments. That's gold. I think they'll stop there. Okay. And I also found out something. I have heard other designers say, when you're cleaning up your stencils, your transfers, you should never use baby wipes. And I heard somebody say the reason you don't use baby wipes is because they have chemicals in them, and you don't want chemicals on your transfer. You should use Clorox wipes. Well, tell me which of these is going to have more chemicals, the Clorox wipes or the baby wipes. That didn't make sense. And somebody said it's not chemicals, it's oil. The baby wipes are going to have oil because think of what they're meant to wipe. You kind of want to treat that gently, and they have little oils in them. It's the oils that are going to mess with this transfer. Now, these don't have oil, but they do have chemicals. So if you're going to use wipes at all on your transfers, only use the disinfecting wipes, not the baby wipes. And if you don't have to use them at all, don't use them at all. Okay, so let's switch over to our teal. And I'm going to go to a half of a mini squeegee. And I'm going to do... Now I have a little more time with ink before it dries. If this was paste, I would have to be picking it up and doing the paste and pull. But because it's ink, I've got a little more time before it dries.
Patty
So I
said,
don't have to do that.
Linda Holbe's here. She said, hi, y'all. Or she said, you will.
You will.
But, you know, that
We know what that means.
autocorrect. Patty says she ended up with 2 brands for the night, so she's all ready for bed.
Oh, good.
And Beverly
And so
said the same thing. It's oil.
Yeah.
Wipes.
So I didn't see you were on, there you are, Beverly. Hello. So that makes a whole lot more sense because they're saying, no, there's chemicals in the baby wipes. I don't know about that. Yeah, there might be, but they can't be as harsh as disinfecting wipes. So, but I think I figured that out to my satisfaction. It is the oil that you don't want. Dogs are barking. The dogs took off this morning after a pack of wolves, or coyotes. Coyotes, I'm sorry. Which was a little bit scary because coyotes are mean, and they actually fully engaged with our dogs. But our dogs did come back, and they're safe and sound, and we kind of locked them in for a while till they passed through. So when they're up there barking, I kind of get concerned.
Patty John said, just relaxing after taking down our Christmas stuff and enjoying watching you.
We just got ours up, so I'm not taking it down yet.
Tallulah Bell posted on Facebook. She wanted to know when people take them down. She said that on Facebook today. When do people take down? Do you take it down after Christmas? Do you take it down after New Year's? Do you take it down March? Anybody not take it down?
Well, I've always felt that if you wait until June 30th, you might as well leave it up because that's the halfway point.
30th?
June 30th? June 25th?
June 25th.
June 25th.
Something like that.
I don't know. June. Well, I will leave ours up for another week or two, but it needs to be down by the time I go to the conference because we'll have a house sitter here. She will have her children. Don't want them to have to deal with Christmas stuff. Okay. So hopefully I have enough time. I may stop partway and pull this up.
She's taking hers down tomorrow.
We usually did it on New Year's Day.
Watching the Rose
We
Parade.
watch the Rose Parade on TV. I don't think we get the Rose Parade up here, do we?
Sure.
Do we?
I think
know.
so.
It's a Southern California thing, but I guess it's Rose Bowl.
I'm sure we can find it somewhere.
I'm not dying to watch it.
Used to go see it live.
We have.
Long
Okay.
ago.
I'm going to switch over and I'm going to do, because I want to get this pulled up. So I'm going to switch over to my Cadet Blue to go over these big letters. And then I'm going to pull it up halfway. I'm hoping this looks good. I'm hoping it's not bleeding on that canvas. Canvas can be tricky. If you ever do canvas, if you're a beginner, don't use canvas. It can be disappointing, unless you're really brave.
All right. Ken says he's waiting for the first, but his daughter's coming with kids from Vegas, but Cajon passed at 5 miles an hour with rain and fog and traffic. Backed up for miles. Oh, Tim Smith is watching. Hey, Timmy.
Hey, Tim.
Missed playing Christmas music with you this year, Tim. It's a couple years we haven't done it now. Yeah, my boys got home this morning about 5 a.m., 4 a.m., something like that. And they ended up going down 395, so they didn't have to go through the Cajon or anything like that. So it was, they were able to get in no problem. But I can imagine with the regular traffic and the rain and the fog.
Pre-holiday traffic. So, am I mesmerizing everyone?
You are just mesmerizing us. We're all agog at watching.
So I really like what this, the thought behind this transfer. Good things are going to happen because we are due for them, right? Go ahead.
I was going to say it's a very positive statement.
It is. Not that, I don't know about all that positive thinking stuff, but
Positive things are going to happen.
yeah, things will happen and they will work out for good. That's our promise.
You too, Ken. You too, Tim. He wishes us a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, it's starting to snow too. You know, we've got about, there went our whole video. We've got about 3 or 4 inches on the ground right now. And Ken is mesmerized. As you should be, Ken.
Yes.
As you should be.
Okay, so I have a project for you for the next couple of days. Thinking about along the lines of resolutions. You know, nobody keeps New Year's resolutions, but everybody has something that they'd like to accomplish. It might be big things, it might be little things. I want you to think over the next couple of days, what are some things, big or little, that you would like to accomplish? Something as simple as I want to get all the dog footprints off of my floors. Or I want to clean out my basement. Or I want to finish school. Or so be thinking, because we're going to bring up this topic again, because I have a little idea to present to you, y'all. Okay, so I've got that about halfway done. I'm going to stop there. I just don't want that to be drying.
Thanks, Ken.
And
Stars.
thank you, Ken. So be thinking of some little, retire by 2022. Well, That, hopefully you've got stuff in place for that. Okay, so I'm checking my fingers and I'm peeling this up. And there's some sections that looks pretty good. There's some sections that kind of bled, but I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to lay that back down very carefully and push down just where I still need to ink. And I'm going to finish this up. Let's see.
Tim will say there's nothing like staying home with your dogs. Daisy, you've been out in the snow, baby. You are cold and you're wet. Your nose all. You've been eating the snow too?
Probably. Daisy loves the snow.
Even with the hurt leg, she's out there romping more than Duke.
And Duke just likes to be where the action is, but he doesn't like the snow as much. But if Daisy's out there romping around, Duke is out there with her. So tomorrow we drive into Oregon for Daisy's doctor's appointment. So hopefully we get a good report on that, and we are expecting her to need surgery. So hopefully they can get that scheduled.
About a week.
If not,
about a week out.
If not, we probably need to postpone it till after we're back from Las Vegas. I don't want to leave a recuperating dog with our house sitter.
Let's see. Tim says, God has been good, and we are indeed blessed. Yes, you are, Tim. And Liana says she likes those colors together. And Tim and they have 5 doggos.
5 doggos. Okay. Now it's starting to, parts of the letters are starting to blend in with swirls. So I hope you don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm really just concentrating on what is a letter and what is a...
We just had a big old drop in video too, so we'll see what happens here.
Okay. That's
I
it.
don't know that it's the snow, but I don't know what else is causing it. So
Okay, back to our dark blue. So all the rest of this is going to get dark. Now I'm trying to be careful to not push too hard. And I'm just trying to go in one direction, either up and down or side to side.
Linda says she just spent 2 days in the snow, and it's not for her. I was rain in Phoenix. Well, I don't remember I remember going through Phoenix one time when I was a kid. We were driving toward Oklahoma in the wintertime, and we were in snow, and they said it was snowing in Phoenix. I remember them saying that because my aunt and uncle lived there.
Phoenix doesn't, Arizona doesn't strike me as a snowy place, but I guess it certainly is, some parts of it.
Yeah, around Flagstaff and whatnot, there always get snow.
It just always struck me as desert. But I guess deserts get snow also.
Well, don't forget, we're actually, as far as altitude goes, we're actually lower.
In desert?
Yeah, we're only about 870 feet where we're at right here. We're at a very low altitude.
I debated on whether I wanted to make this a t-shirt tonight. I may still do a t-shirt, but trying to decide what I wanted to do on the live. And I wanted to show you some different ways that you can use the club transfers, because these transfers are reusable 10 to 12 times. So you might as well get your money's worth. and do several projects. And with the club transfer, I try to use them 3 or 4 times a month so that you get some different project ideas. When we get enough club members, I think I just have 5 or 6 club members. When we get a few more club members, I would like to do a club night where we go on Zoom and we all make a project using the club transfer. So that, to me, that sounds like fun. So if you are interested in joining the club, getting once a month transfers to your door, you can type club in the comments, or you can click on the club link in the pinned comment. And I'm almost done here.
Got a big old blue mess there, woman.
I do. And the blue is going to stain so well because it's got such a deep pigment. Okay. I think
Ken says, or we could play bingo again.
we could. We do need to do bingo again. First of the year, we will do VIP bingo.
There you go.
Okay. Get some of this excess off. And I'm going to put that away. I'm going to seal that up. Seal this up. I'm going to get a wipe. Now, as far as the wipes go, if you're just washing your hands or cleaning up, you can use baby wipes or whatever. But again, on the transfers, you don't want to use baby wipes. Some people have said if your transfer loses its stickiness, it can be because of there's like a film of paste that has not come off. And if you use a Clorox wipe, it kind of cuts through. Oh, pretty. A couple areas are kind of blurry. But I think from a distance, what do you think? Do we like?
We're having some video glitches in there, but it's coming off good. Pretty good.
Okay, so.
Ken says he just got another message that we're going live.
Uh-oh.
Well, eventually we will, Ken. So
I only sent out one. Okay, so to clean this transfer, I'm going to set this aside. We're going to heat set it. Okay, to clean the transfer, same as when I'm using chalk paste. I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to start with a paper towel just to get the bulk of that ink off.
it's very pretty.
Thank you.
And Deanna says she likes it a lot.
I think it would look sharper, the edges would look sharper if it weren't for the canvas. If I had done it on a finer weave, but I think it looks good. Just don't get close to anybody. Okay, so I have gotten the bulk of that paste off. Now I'm going to switch over to my board eraser, and I've got just a little tub of water over here. And so I'm going to take the board eraser, and now I'm going to finish cleaning up the ink that is left. And these board erasers work really, really well. I don't know, they're a lot like magic erasers, but again, no chemicals, because we don't want chemicals on these. But just something about the texture, it's not really grit, but it apparently must be some sort of grit that just pulls off that extra paste or that extra ink. And you can see it has kind of stained this plastic part, which is fine. I just want everything out of the screen. I don't want anything to dry in there, because that's where all the magic happens. The same thing with the back. Oops. Turn it over. run the board eraser across. This cleans up ink out of that screen. It also, any fibers that it picked up from the canvas, it's cleaning those off. And as long as my screen is clean, it doesn't matter if I've got any staining. If you're doing this at home, I would just say go over to the sink and run some cool water over it and use your board eraser and clean it. But I'm not going to leave you guys to go to the sink. So I'm just cleaning up with what I've got here. Okay, so front and back are cleaned. Let me show you. Ordinarily, I would just air dry it, but I'm going to show you how I put it back on the backer sheet. So just with a paper towel, clean paper towel, I'm just lightly pulling off that water, drying it off, not pushing hard because once it's dry, the sticky comes back. See, it's still a little wet, so it's not super, super sticky. But once that's dry, the sticky comes back, and then I don't want to be messing with paper around it at that point. Because my paper will stick to it. Okay, so you can see now it's sticky again because it's dry. And I take the transfer and put it sticky side up, and then I take my backer paper and there's a really shiny side and then there's a dull matte side. So you want the shiny side and to meet the sticky side, and I just line up one edge and then lay it down, make sure there's no creases, and I'm good to store it away. I always keep these. It tells me the name of the transfer, keeps them safe, keeps them clean, ready to use the next time. I'm working on an organizational system for my transfers. So when I get that all in place, I will show you. In the meantime, I just store it in a bin. Kind of stand it up. Okay. So back to, we're not quite done with this yet. So this is still a little tacky, especially with canvas. It sucks in a lot of that paste, the ink. I'm going to remove this, and it doesn't look like it bled through. So that's a good thing. It is heavy canvas.
That's actually a really good canvas bag. Where'd you get that one?
Walmart. Okay, and I'm going to put this back on. And at some point, this will become unsticky, and so there's ways to clean them. I'll show you that. I'll show you that someday. How to clean your mat, a lot like you would clean a Cricut mat. Ordinarily, I would tell you let this dry overnight or 24 hours. Let it dry naturally, because you don't want to heat set it while it's wet, because if your iron slides, it can smear. So we don't want that. So I'm going to, because I don't want you to have to wait overnight, I'm going to take my dryer and I'm just going to dry it so the top part, the top layer is dry to the touch. And then I can semi-safely heat set it. So to heat set it, I'm going to use my, what is it? Easy Press, my Cricut Easy Press. But you don't have to have one of those if you don't want to. They're really convenient. They're big, and you can tell what the temperature is. And so they're handy, but they're pricey. So if you don't have a use for it, if you don't have a need for it for something else, then don't go out and buy one just for this. You can heat set with a regular household iron. You would just set it to medium high, and you cover this with parchment paper, and you would keep that iron moving for about 4 minutes. No steam. And probably you want to turn it inside out and press the back side of it too. So that's how you would do it with a household iron. I'm going to use my Easy Press. I'm going to set it at about 325, and I'm going to press it for 30 seconds and then check it and see how it's doing. See if you'll know it's set when the cooled ink is no longer tacky. Because even right now, it's a little tacky, but it's not coming up on my fingers. Okay. Okay, so I'm also going to cover this with parchment paper, not wax paper. You could do butcher paper, but if it sticks, it could stick to the butcher paper, but it won't stick to the parchment paper. So I get just enough to cover that. And I'm going to use my heat mat so I don't damage my work surface. And I got my Cricut. It's set at 325. I'm going to do this in 2 sections because it's a little bit long. And I'm just going to set my timer for 30 seconds, 325, then I'll move it down. You don't need to push on it like with if you're using heat transfer vinyl with your Cricut. Sometimes you have to kind of push down and give it some pressure. You don't have to do that with this ink. You just need the weight of the iron is enough to heat set it. The parchment paper protects your iron from if the paste decides to bleed or reactivate or wasn't dry enough. It protects your iron and your fabric. Some fabrics don't like heat right up against it, but this canvas is pretty durable. Okay, so I did that, 2 passes, top and bottom, smoking. So I'm going to let that cool off just a bit, and I'm going to test it and see if I think I need it to go a little bit longer. Actually, it feels pretty good. It doesn't feel tacky. Okay, I think I'm going to turn it inside out and press it from the inside so that the back, the ink gets heat set all the way through. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this down just in case my fabric doesn't like direct heat. Okay. So again, I'll do this in 2 passes. Same thing, 325, 350 for 30 seconds. Less if you have a more fragile fabric. But t-shirts and can usually handle 350, no problem.
Cotton and polyester do 350 for that ink. That's wrong, since when you get into other ones.
Yeah, and I'm assuming this is a cotton, 100% cotton canvas.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. So did I? Large tote bag. Designed in the USA, made in India. It doesn't say on here. I'll have to look for a label. It's a label. 100% cotton. So I'm thinking I will have a one-of-a-kind tote bag for the conference, but I doubt it. I imagine everybody, all of the designers, and this is really hot, so don't be touching it right away. I imagine all of the designers will have their own little tote bags to carry their goodies. Okay. So here we go. And that does not feel tacky at all. That is heat set. That is permanent. I could throw this in the washing machine and following the manufacturer's instructions for the tote bag, and this ink is not going to wash off. It's not going to fade. I can just stick it in the dryer. It's going to hold up. So that works pretty good. So let me see. That.
Should you take it to the next level?
Should I take
I
it
just
to
thought of a way to take it to the next level.
what? Put my name on it?
Well, that too. No, that'd be something
No,
else.
I do have an idea to spiffy it up.
The last time I tried to say something, you said,
Okay. I got this several months ago at Dollar Tree. It's just one of their little scarves. And I thought, I got it because I thought that would make a really cute bow, like on a wreath. It would take up a lot of space. But I thought if I wanted to kind of tie it so that nobody could get in it, because it doesn't have a zipper top, or if I just wanted it to kind of look extra, I could just tie on a little scarf.
Looks so extra.
There you go. And then if somebody tried to steal something, they can't get in. They can't get in. So anyway, just a little something. Or if it's chilly in the room, I can take this off and I can wrap it around my neck. Or if we decide to rent a convertible, I can take it and wrap it around my hair so my hair doesn't blow away in the breeze. Anyway, cute, cute, cute. What do you think? Tote bag using our club transfer. Again, if you like this, it's an adorable, very pretty, nice, inspirational saying. Only available until Friday at midnight Mountain Time. So that's 11 o'clock Pacific Time. So you have to be signed up as a club member before then to get this. Otherwise, if you sign up after that, you won't get this one. You will just get the January one and so on. Anyway, so if you like this, you need to sign up before Friday night. And we also still have a sale going on for till the end of the month, till Friday at midnight. So I think that was in the pinned comments, was it? About, I don't know what. I think in the pinned comments it says if you want to shop the sale, or you can just type sale in the comments. It'll take you to the sale items. A lot of them are selling out and they are not coming back in stock, so they'll be retired. Also, our, why can't I remember the name of the sale? Not the sale. The new set of transfers that just came out. Winter warm-up. If you're interested in any of the winter warm-up transfers, where we had the mason jar or the home sweet home, those are in limited supply. Those are not meant to be permanent items that they carry. So if there's anything you see on that, you want to get those right away. I know one thing has already sold out. The brushed heart, the big transfer of the brushed hearts, that has already sold out and retired. It's not coming back. So check our shop and see what you like, and don't wait too long because their things are retiring and selling out. They're getting geared up for launching our new catalog in February. So a lot of the things you're seeing now are going to be going away. So again, here's our project. Good things are going to happen. We don't even have to wait to 2022. Good things are going to happen right away. And you are part of the good things happening to us. We have 703 followers. We only need 297 before Friday night. So anyway, thanks for spending your Wednesday night with us. We won't be live tomorrow because we're not sure what we'll hold with the vet and Daisy and how long we'll be and what weather and what traffic will be like. So we're not going to be going live tomorrow night, but we will be on sometime Friday, New Year's Eve. So save yourself a festive beverage and we can celebrate ringing in the new year somewhere, maybe England or someplace. At least the East Coast. Anyway, so I hope you like this. I hope you are intrigued by using ink and all the things it can do. And I think that's it. So thanks a lot. And we will see you not tomorrow, but Friday night. So thanks again. Bye-bye.